Good morning, everyone. This is the Venn Life diagram. And what we're going to do is we're going to see the intersection of reality between all of these animals. Now, first, we're going to start with Mr. Fox over here. He's happy in his field. And what he's doing is he's projecting out an aura. And he's actually saying, you know what? This is my territory. I live here. I am the fox. Now the bunny here is also similar. The bunny is saying, hello, I'm the bunny and I'm just looking for food. I'm not as territorial as the fox, but I still am having a field of perspective. So his environment is glowing, perhaps. So all the other animals have a similar affection. You know, obviously a squirrel might be a little bit more vibrant or, you know, kind of wild, if you will, because the squirrels are always running around there. Did you ever notice that when you're walking around in nature, you kind of observe and see the animals in which your current feelings and emotions are? So for example, if you're running around in the woods and you're kind of like anxious, you might see a lot of squirrels. Whereas if you're calm and you're kind of just looking around, you might actually see, you know, something like a owl or something a little bit more calm. Chipmunks are a little bit more elusive. They seem to jump around and want to hide, but then when you do see them, they seem to stick around. They just want you to watch them. And so it's an interesting dynamic between all these animals and their field of energy, which propagates outward. And so what I wanted to try to do here with this Venn Life diagram is we're going to find out what happens when these animals start to commingle in each other's field of energy. And when these animals are working together, they can create another field of energy beyond that. And that's what we want to see here. We want to see the intersection of all of these things and try to figure out what happens when their fields interact. So let's keep drawing, let's keep going. So now let's go back to Mr. Fox here and let's put his field. And one thing you'll notice, I'm trying to, you know, draw the outline of the body of the animal here, but as we go further and further outward, okay, the field is going to become less and less pronounced as what their actual body is. And so just imagine that the fox here is thinking about prey, or he's thinking about, you know, maybe chasing the bunny or whatever, but his field is only so big. So he has to move around the environment. He has to do different things to make sure that his field can be expanded. So the bunny as well, you know, would have an expanded field, but in fact, the bunny might sense the fox over here. And so the bunny's field might become more indented here, whereas over on this side, he's kind of like, okay, I'm going to go this way. You know what I mean? Because maybe he senses the fox is coming into his territory. Okay, so you can see we're starting to overlap here. We've got the snail and the mushroom. We'll see what's going to happen here. Oh, look, they're starting to interact. And so what happens is, as these fields start to cross over each other, now these animals start to understand each other's environment. And so as these things interact, they create different types of energy fields. Now, at first, those energy fields might look kind of chaotic, and they might not look like they're going to produce anything useful. However, after some time, there's going to be a harmony. There's going to be a harmony among all these waves, and these intersections, these Venn areas, actually would be starting to create almost patterns, if you will, in their torus field, where they're basically saying, hey, you know what? There is something here. So in this case where this bunny could sense this fox, maybe there was like an invisible field here that sort of allowed the bunny to understand that the fox was hungry and it's time for him to go the other way. I mean, you know, in general, I'm just trying to talk about how the energy flows here. So this is the example, and let's go ahead and do the squirrel as well. You know, I'm sort of interested in maybe telling a story about all of this, so we'll do another one of these diagrams, but the idea is that we're kind of representing these Venn intersections of these fields, okay? And again, you know, maybe the fox is like, well, the bunny went too far away, so now the fox is going to say, well, let me come over here to the squirrel. And I'm sorry, Mr. Squirrel, but I think today you're gonna get eaten. And so, you know, basically the fox is like, well, let me go ahead and just go jump into this territory, and now it's game over for the squirrel. All right, that's it for now. Thank you everybody for watching my video.